If you've ever wandered through a garden in autumn, chances are you've stumbled upon a modest yet captivating flower, the chrysanthemum. Unlike the rose that steals the spotlight or the orchid that dazzles with elegance, the chrysanthemum stands out in its own humble, resilient way. It might not scream for attention, but it speaks softly and firmly of perseverance, warmth, and enduring love. And for Gen Z, a generation navigating fast changes, social expectations, and self-identity, the story of this small flower holds a powerful meaning. Chrysanthemums are children of autumn, when the crimson flamboyant trees shed their last leaves, when the cicadas stop singing, and the cool breeze sweeps in. That's when chrysanthemums begin to bloom. As the weather turns colder and most flowers fade away, chrysanthemums quietly unfold, daring the winds and whispering strength. Not born to be praised with glamour, chrysanthemums aren't the star of wedding bouquets or red carpet floral arrangements. But in Vietnam, they hold a sacred space in ancestral offerings, in places of remembrance, and in moments of solemn love. In their own way, chrysanthemums symbolize something eternal, a love that lasts, that endures, that never fades. Did you know, to bloom in time, chrysanthemums must spend a long, patient time preparing, as tiny buds beneath the soil. They endure summer heat, sudden rains, gusty winds, and the shadow of competing plants. Yet, they do not give up. They grow, quietly, slowly, steadily, believing that their season will come. In our high-speed digital world, where everyone races towards success, achievements, and expectations, chrysanthemums gently remind us, you don't have to explode into greatness overnight. What matters is that you're still growing, even if it's slow. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to like to spread positive energy, share to pass on this beautiful message, comment to let us know your thoughts, and subscribe to Nok Lak San 365 to never miss more meaningful videos about nature, people, and the peaceful countryside life. Chrysanthemums can bloom in clusters, but often you'll find just a single stem growing alone by the roadside, and still, it's beautiful. It doesn't need backup or applause. It blooms with quiet pride. That's its power. A beauty that comes from within, not dependent on others. A lot of Gen Zs are like that, unique, sometimes feeling out of place, but striving to stay true to themselves. Chrysanthemums teach us that it's okay to walk alone, as long as you know your path. You don't need to be someone else. Just be the best version of yourself. In Eastern cultures, chrysanthemums are tied closely to family love, especially filial piety. There's a folk tale about a poor little girl whose mother was gravely ill. The girl searched far and wide for a cure, but had no money. The gods, moved by her love, gave her a chrysanthemum and said, "Each petal equals one more day of your mother's life." She painstakingly tore the petals into hundreds of slivers, hoping to extend her mother's days. That tale still stirs the heart. The chrysanthemum, though small, holds immense love, selfless, enduring, unconditional. In an era of filtered lives and fast-paced relationships, it reminds us of something timeless: to love deeply, to care sincerely, and to live with purpose beyond ourselves. Unlike previous generations, Gen Z grew up with technology, witnessing a rapidly changing world, and having to define success in their own way. Sometimes, that journey feels overwhelming, caught between countless choices and countless opinions. But like the chrysanthemum, every person has their season to bloom. Don't rush just because others are blossoming. Your success doesn't have to follow someone else's timeline. It's not the destination, but the resilience in your journey that counts. The chrysanthemum doesn't need to shine on every stage. It only needs to light up its little corner of the garden, and that's enough. In a bustling city where people pass each other like swipes on a screen, warmth can feel rare, but stop by a street vendor selling fresh chrysanthemums, those little yellow blooms clinging to life, and you'll feel something genuine. A young student might bring home a bouquet, placing it on their desk as a silent reminder, no matter how hard today was, I can endure one more day. Someone might gift a chrysanthemum to their mother or grandmother, a quiet thank you for years of unseen strength. Another person might choose one as a self-affirmation, be strong. Like this flower, among symbols of lasting vitality, the chrysanthemum stands out. It doesn't demand rich soil or delicate care. It grows in rough ground, through wind and rain, just like the young people who come from humble beginnings, who push through school, jobs, life, and bloom in their own quiet brilliance. The future won't be easy, but if you take one lesson from this little flower, let it be this: start small, be patient, don't quit, even if life knocks you down. As long as you believe in yourself, you'll rise again, like a chrysanthemum.